We're gonna make the Red Lobster garlic cheese biscuits at home, and it's gonna be cheaper than what you could get it for there, or even I know that they sell them in the stores. This is just gonna be cheaper and much better because we can control the quality of the ingredients. So that's key here too. Let's start adding our ingredients. We need 1 cup. I'm actually halving this recipe because it's just my husband and I. My one daughter might eat it, and it's funny because I'm so used to doubling recipes because I have 4 kids and there's 6 of us, but several of them have moved off. So it's just mainly my husband and I that eat what I cook these days. So I'm dividing the recipe in half. We need 1 cup of all-purpose flour. We're going to need 1/2 tablespoon of baking powder. We need 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And we need 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Okay, I'm gonna get these things out of the way so that I can work. Oh, and I already turned the oven on to 400, so you need to do that before you get started. Let's see. I'm gonna stir this up. Okay. Just mix it together. And you need 1/4 cup of cubed salted butter. And I use a pastry blender. You can just get in there with your hands if you want to, whichever you prefer. If you don't have a pastry blender, you can certainly do it that way. I did it that way for years and years and years. I've only had this pastry blender a few years, so it definitely can be done. And what you want to do here is you want it to look like fine breadcrumbs. So you're just cutting in the butter. We don't normally eat stuff like this. We're trying to eat more whole foods, but every once in a while it's okay. Okay, I've got that to look like fine breadcrumbs, mostly. You want to use cold butter for this too. I forgot to mention that. But see the texture? My hands are clean, don't worry. Now you want to add 1/2 teaspoon of dried parsley. And 1/2 cup of shredded cheese. I just use cheddar. You can use sharp cheddar. You can use whatever kind you like. I use mild because that's what I had on hand. Now we're going to add 1/2 cup of milk. Now, if you have more mouths you're feeding, you can certainly double this recipe. Like I said, I halved it. So I will leave this exact recipe below, and you can double it if you want, or whatever you want to do. I'm going to add the milk and just mix this all together. You don't ever want to overmix biscuit dough. You want to just barely get it mixed together. So I'm going to kind of fold it in a little bit instead of trying to vigorously mix it. You just want it barely to get wet. I'm going to add a little bit more milk because it doesn't seem like that was enough. Okay. Okay. You just barely want to get it mixed together to where it almost looks like it's not mixed enough. I've got my pan here. Let me get this other stuff put up. Okay. And I just lined my pan with parchment paper. If you don't have parchment paper, that's okay. And this is going to be about 6 biscuits. I don't think that I mentioned that before, but it's going to be about 6. Let's see. I'm going to divide this in half. I'm trying to eyeball it here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can kind of pull them together a little bit better if you want, or just leave them jagged like that. 5, 6. Okay, I'm going to move some around. They're not going to fit. I think I got too small of a pan, or a sheet, cookie sheet. Okay. That one looks kind of small, so I'll add some of this here. And then some more to this one, I think, or that one looks like it needs more. There we go. I'm not the greatest at eyeballing it, but it looks like I need to add some of this one to here. And you can shape these a little bit better if you want, or you can just leave them like that. I'm gonna put these in the oven for 15 to 17 minutes. Just keep an eye on them until they're about golden. And then get them out, and we're gonna put some butter on them whenever they're done. I'll show you when they're done. These were in there right at about 15 minutes. Okay. So I got them out of the oven, and now I'm gonna add some melted butter. This is about a tablespoon. It might be a little bit more than a tablespoon, but just however much you like. So I'm just gonna drizzle this over each one. You can use a brush if you'd rather, or you can just drizzle it like this. But don't skip this step. This is what makes them so good. Butter is actually good for you. Look it up. It's full of vitamins and vitamin K, all the good stuff. Now I might have to let these cool just a minute, and then I'm gonna try one. I have not had these in forever like I would. Oh, shoot. Taking my glasses off, I keep forgetting. I don't like to wear them because the glare of the light that I'm using. Okay, so let's try one. They've cooled down just a couple of minutes. This is what they look like. Okay, so let's tear it open. Oh. Ooh. Okay, look at that. That looks so good. They might have been able to stay in there about another minute, but it's okay. It looks like they turned out good. Oh my gosh. I forgot how good these are. There goes my diet. Oh my gosh. You have to try it. It's so good.